Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jer and today I'm talking all about my microloc journey, my natural hair journey. So it has officially been 1 year since I started my microloc journey. Technically it's been 1 year and 1 month because today is February 2nd and my loc anniversary is January 1st, 2024. So I'm super excited to have made it a year, to see how my hair has flourished and progressed. So that's what we'll be talking about today. If you see me looking down, it's because I do have my notes with me, just because I didn't want to forget anything that I had to say. So I started my natural hair journey back in 2013. I transitioned for about 9 months and then I did the big chop in September. So it's been about 12 years now since I started my natural hair journey. With my natural hair journey, I remember cutting my hair off and walking around campus because I was in college at the time, and I remember feeling so free, like just embracing who I was, embracing my natural hair. I remember the songs I was listening to, and it was just a great time in my life. And that's also how I feel with my microlocs. Like, it's just a different type of journey. Getting my microlocs has been one of the best decisions I've made for my hair. Number one being going natural. But I love my microlocs so much. They're so convenient. And in today's video, I'll actually be talking about what I love about my microlocs, if there are any cons, and a little bit about my journey. So like I said, I became a loose natural in 2013. I actually had a set of traditional locks back in 2022. So July 21st, 2022, I locked my hair. I did small traditional locks. I didn't really do as much research as far as like the grid. I would wear my hair in mini twist a lot, and I just love the way that the mini twist looked. I love that I retained so much length when I wore my mini twist, and I like the styles that I was able to do. Like, it was just a pretty style for me, so I felt like I would like the small traditional locks. I had about 126 or 128 of the small traditional locks, but I only kept them for about 6 months. I took them out in January of 2023 because I just wasn't feeling them. Okay, I just wasn't feeling them. At first I did really like them, and there was a point where I just thought they were so beautiful, and I just started to not like them on me. I still think that traditional locks are gorgeous. I have friends and family members with traditional locks, and I think they're beautiful. But for me, it just wasn't for me, I guess. One thing that I do love about my microlocs is the volume. And I feel like I still have the same volume with my microlocs that I had with my loose natural hair, and I didn't have that volume with the small traditional locks. So I took my small traditional locks out because I also missed just my natural hair at that time. I missed my natural hair, and I was like, yeah, I'm never getting locks again. And I remember summer 2023, I was having a conversation with my mom, who has sister locks, and my god sister, who has traditional locks. And I was like, yeah, I'm never getting locks again, but if I did get locks again, I would get microlocs. And look where we are. So on January 1st, 2024, I started my microloc journey, and I love the versatility. I feel like I'm able to do styles with my microlocs that I wanted to do with my natural hair, my loose natural hair, but my loose natural hair wouldn't cooperate. I feel like my microlocs are like my little babies that listen, because it takes out so much guesswork. I don't have to think about how I'm going to style my hair for an event, or how I'm going to wear my hair to work tomorrow, or if I'm going on vacation, I don't have to worry about, okay, how humid is it going to be? What style do I need? Do I need to do vacation braids? Like, I don't have to think that deep about it. I can just wear my hair because it's already done, in a sense. So I love just the hair freedom of not having to worry too much about a style. Sometimes I would try a style, or I would do a style that I knew how to do, and that style would turn out different every time. Or I would do a style and I didn't know how it would turn out, and I would have to have a plan B or a backup style, and I don't have to worry about that like with my microlocs. So I really love the convenience of that. The wash days are super quick. It doesn't take me super long to wash my hair. I do wash my hair every 2 weeks. When I first started out, I was washing my hair about once a month. But don't judge me. I just didn't feel like I needed to wash my hair more than that. And I more so like to go based on what I feel like my hair needs, and not necessarily what other people are saying, which could be good or bad. I don't know. Every now and then I'll braid and band my hair, but I don't do it often just because I don't like it. And I know a lot of people recommend that you should do that, especially when you're new to the microloc journey, but I did it a few times and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna wash my hair how I want to wash my hair. So maybe don't take that advice, but that's just what I did, and my hair is still flourishing. Now, I will say I also use a Rev Air. I bought a Rev Air back in 2023, and let me tell you, that was such a great investment. I don't know if you were really supposed to use that on your locks, but I use them on my locks and I haven't had any issues so far. It just makes the drying process so much easier and faster. And I feel like I'm not putting like high heat on my hair, so I like that. So what happened between the time of me having small traditional locks and getting Microlocs? And it was about a year, because I combed out my traditional locks in January of 2023 and I installed my Microlocs in January of 2024. So one of the reasons that I combed out my traditional locks was because I missed my natural hair so much. Like, I miss doing it, I miss feeling it, I miss the texture and the curls. I just missed my hair. And so I took my locks out, right? And over that next year, I wasn't really wearing my natural hair out for real. Like, I would wear it out for like a few days or a week, and then I would put twists in or I would put braids in. And I was like, like, I missed my hair, but I'm not really wearing my natural hair, and I wanted to wear my actual hair. I remember watching TV shows and I was like, nobody's wearing their natural hair and I want to see representation. And I was like, maybe I should be the representation. When I had those traditional locks, I was like, oh, like, I want to wear braids, I want to wear a silk press, like all these different things. So during that year that I had the loose natural hair in 2023, I got braids, I got a silk press, I wore my favorite loose natural hairstyles. Like, I did everything I wanted to do with my hair. And then I realized I still wanted the lock. So again, my lock anniversary is January 1st, 2024. I have 303 locks. It took me like 16 to 18 hours to do my locks. So what I did, like, on the first day, I parted my hair, and I think I may have done like a couple rows, and then I finished and did the majority of it on January 1st because I wanted that to be my lock anniversary. I thought that would be so cool, and it's easy to remember. I started them with 2-strand twists, and I did wait about a month before I interlocked them, just because I wanted to make sure that I was satisfied with my grid. I wanted to make sure that this is the style that I wanted. I wanted to make sure that they looked how I wanted them to look, because I knew it would be long term. I do the 2-point rotation, I maintain them myself, and I retie my hair every 4 weeks. The last time I retied my hair, I did it after 5 weeks, and I feel like now I'm able to kind of space my reties out a little bit if I want to. So that's just a little background on my actual Microlocs, why I decided to get Microlocs, and now I want to get into why I love my Microlocs so much. So number one, I feel like I have so much more volume. Again, I feel like I have the same amount of volume I had with my loose natural hair. I feel like I can do some of the same styles, and I feel like I have the best of both worlds because I have my locks, but I also still have my curly ends, and I know that my curly ends won't last forever, but for right now, I really am enjoying them. So I like that. And I know a lot of people talk about having like an awkward stage or an ugly stage. I feel like the Microlocs were so cute at every stage. Even when they were to my ear, I feel like they were still so cute. I like to change my hair up a lot, but I like that I was able to change my hair up. I was able to put Marley twists over my hair. I've put braids over my hair. I've done a lock bob with my hair. I've done so many different styles because they're still versatile. Like, I'm still able to do so many different styles. Now, I will say, usually after like 2 or 3 days, I take the style down because I miss my locks, but I have the option if I want to. I'm actually gonna, I'll actually insert some pictures of some of the styles that I've done with my Microlocs, just to show you that you can switch your locks up, you can do different styles. sometimes, you know, I wake up in the morning and I don't know how I want to do my hair. I'll just say, okay, I think this might look good with my outfit, and I just go from there. But I like that. I like the hair freedom that it doesn't take that much thought for me when I'm doing my hair, when I'm thinking about styling my hair. If I want to just spray my hair with water and moisturize it and walk out the door, I can, because essentially my hair is already done. So I love that about the Microlocs. I also don't use as many products. With my loose natural hair, I feel like I had so many products. Oh my goodness, so many products. Now I mainly just use water, oil, moisturizer, and sometimes I use curl cream on my ends, but literally that's it. And I don't use all of those products every day. And I like when I go to bed, I don't have to braid my hair if I don't want to. I don't have to do anything to stretch my hair. I literally can just put on my scarf and my bonnet, or just my bonnet, and I can go to bed. So some people may see this as a con, but I actually love doing my own hair, so I don't mind the reties. So like, my love language is quality time. And so one way that I show love to myself, that I spend time with myself, is by doing my hair. So when I was loose natural, I would do my own braids, I would do twists, or just when I'm like washing my hair, deep conditioning my hair, I love doing my own hair. So I still get to do that. Like, I'll just turn on a Netflix show or a movie or something, and I'll just retie my hair. So sometimes it takes like 6 hours, sometimes it might take 5 hours. Sometimes I do it all in one day, sometimes I split it up over 2 or 3 days. But I really don't mind the retie process. And I just like doing my own hair. I'm saving money, I'm spending time with myself. Even when I was younger, I had like this life-size doll head, like the kind you see like in a cosmetology school. And I would sit in front of the TV and I would like put braids in my doll's hair. At that time, we were still doing box braids. And so my mom, when she would get braids, she would get like the leftover hair from her braids that she didn't use at the shop, and she would give it to me, and I would do my doll's hair, and I would give her box braids or cornrows and like all these kinds of things. So I actually enjoy doing my own hair, and I just turn on a good TV show or a movie and I just get it out the way. And it's only once a month. I feel like as my locks continue to grow and mature, I'll be able to space out that time a little bit more. But yeah, I don't mind doing that. But for some people, that may be a con. I also love that I'm wearing my actual hair. I love seeing the process. Again, like when I was loose natural, I would put braids and twists and all these different styles in my hair, which are so cute. But now I love that I'm actually wearing my natural hair. Like, even in the form of locks, like this is the longest I've ever worn my natural hair since I've been natural. Like usually, even in the beginning when I first became natural, I wore my natural hair for like 2 months, and then I put some Marley twist in it. And then I wore my hair again for like 2 or 3 months, and then I put some braids in it. So I like that I'm wearing my actual natural hair on a regular, consistent basis. I also feel like I'm part of a community. Like, I'm learning so much from other people. If I'm out in public, sometimes people stop me and tell me they love my locks. I stop people and tell them I love their locks. We talk about how long we've had our locks. My mom has sister locks. Some of my friends have traditional locks. So I just feel like I'm part of a special community. Lastly, they're just so easy to maintain. I don't have to use a whole lot of products. I don't have to detangle my hair. Ooh, a moment of silence for detangling. I hated detangling my hair. Okay, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I did not like it. I did not like detangling my hair. So I don't have to worry about detangling my hair anymore. Tangle up as much as you want to, girl. I'm glad that I don't have to do that anymore. And I also feel like I'm able to see my length, and I'm able to retain length. So like I said, I would wear mini twists a lot, and I would really see my length when I would just leave my hair alone and I would put it in my mini twist. Like, I would really get to see my length. So I feel like with my Microlocs, now that they're maturing a little bit more, I'm able to see my length. Like, at first, my locks like were shrinking up so much I would have to stretch my hair to see my length. But now my locks are starting to rest at my shoulders a little bit. I'm so excited. When I get a full ponytail, I can't wait. But yes, so cons. So again, some people might see reties as a con. I don't really see reties as a con, but that can be a con for some people. And then another con is that it takes longer to see your length. So with the traditional locks, I feel like it didn't take as long for me to see my length. But I guess because I'm interlocking, it takes a little bit longer for me to be able to see my length. But still, I can tell that there's a difference. And I've been enjoying my loc journey so far. Having locks has definitely helped me with being more patient, trusting the process, just embracing my natural beauty. So I'm loving the process so far. I can't wait to see where I go, how long I can grow my hair, what my hair is going to look like in a year from now, like how long it's going to take them to mature, or what styles I do at different stages. So I'm just excited for the journey. I'm not in a rush to go to the next stage. I'm not in a rush for them to mature or anything like that. But I'm just enjoying the stage that I'm at, and I know that when I do get to a longer length, I won't be able to do some of the same styles that I do now. So I'm just embracing the journey, taking it one day at a time. And if you guys have locks, let me know why you lock your hair or what you love about your hair. And also let me know if you would like to see more lock content, because I can do more lock content. But yes, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. And yeah, make sure that you like and subscribe. Bye.